22. Determine which of the following is an example of a behavioral bias that might cause the market portfolio not to be efficient. So we want to identify a behavioral bias that might cause the market portfolio not to be efficient. Okay, let's go over from A. Investors are attracted to large growth stocks that receive greater news coverage. Yeah, this is actually a behavioral bias that might cause the market portfolio to be inefficient. So yeah, answer A. I mean, choice A is an answer. For behavioral biases, um, there could be other behavioral biases could be like disposition effects, which is um, selling the winners and keeping the losers, and just having a large growth stocks that just because they receive greater news coverage is also a behavioral biases, which leads to inefficient portfolios. And the market portfolios includes all the portfolios, including the inefficient ones. So answer choice A is the correct answer. Let's go over other answer choices to see what are some other factors. B. Investors are attracted to investments with skewed distribution that have a small probability of an extremely high payout. This is describing an alternative risk preference. Yeah, so even there are some investors that they know they have a higher risk, but they're doing it for the higher return. And this could lead to a inefficient portfolio, which could result in the market portfolios being inefficient. So B is one of the factors that causes the market portfolios to be inefficient, but it is not a behavioral bias. C, the true market portfolio may be inefficient, but the proxy an investor uses to mimic this market portfolio may be inaccurate. This is describing a proxy error. Yeah, so talking about the stock market, there are so many stocks in the market, so it is really hard to pin down to just one single number. So we usually use proxies like S&P 500, and um, but it is a proxy, so it includes some slight error, which could lead to the market portfolio to be inefficient. So, however, this is not a behavioral bias again, so it is not an answer. Let's go over D. Investors are exposed to non-tradable risks outside their portfolio, such as human capital. This is describing a non-tradable risks. And this also is one of the reasons why the market portfolio could be inefficient. And however, it is also not a behavioral bias. Going over E, investors systematically ignore positive MPV investment opportunities. Um, I don't think this is one of the main reasons that I don't think it relates to the factors that cause the market portfolios to be inefficient. So, and it is not a behavioral bias either. So answer choice A is the answer. And to summarize it again, there are four factors that cause the market portfolios to be inefficient. Yeah, there are four factors. First factor is behavioral bias, like A. Alternative risk preference is a second factor. Third factor is a proxy error. Um, Last factor is a non-tradable risks. So whenever you see the factors that causes the market portfolios to be inefficient, these are behavioral bias, alternative risk preference, proxy error, non-tradable risks are the factors that causes the market portfolios to be inefficient.